And another key issue is the issue of overspeeding and overloading. I know that has been at one of the focal points for enforcement drive by the Corps.
Exactly.
Overloading is one that's I know it's a big burden that the Corps is contending with, but overspeeding, on the other hand, is another monster.
Sure.
We have the speed limit device that was launched some years back.
Sure, it's still
Are
there.
people really complying?
Yes, for now we limited the issue of speed limit device to commercial road users, to commercial vehicles, because we have this belief that we have the mandate to protect. The man that owns the private car is still responsible to himself, but for commuters, it's our responsibility to protect them.
Yeah.
That's why we started with the commercial vehicle. If you look at the percentage of compliance, it's above average. We know new things coming on board. You see reactions from people, especially they came with so many, excuses. Some say it will affect their engine, just to prevent the enforcement of the policy. But we realize that that is the way to go for now, because for us if I stay by the roadside to caution you, the moment you go through me, you continue your journey, you can increase your speed.
Yeah.
But there's that man with you throughout that trip that is the speed limit device that tells you if you want to go beyond the 100 kilometers per hour, it drops you back. You can't go. And we've also realized that some commuters have celebrated some commercial transporters that have speed limit device in their vehicle. Because when you go within the speed limit, there's a kind of comfort you have compared to someone that is going on excessive speed. Because in case there's any little distortion on that movement, you are gone. And if you record all fatalities, if you look at the fatalities outside those that came as a result of inferno, there is no fatalities that is recorded without speed. Because when you are within the speed limit, even when there are crashes, maybe you have injuries, not necessarily deaths. And that is why we said, okay, what we'll do is that he has given his directive, that's the commercial now, that maybe before we've taken this for granted by saying when you are arrested, go and fix your speed limit. But now, if you are arrested, you must fix your speed limits before you leave that office. Because what's the essence? Because a policy that cannot bite is an indication that the policy has failed. So he gave the directive that we are insisting, because we know the importance of speed limit device, we know it has assisted in reducing crashes, then we should be able to improve on that.
Now, I remember vividly that some time ago, for some time, the Corps has been in collaboration with the judiciary. And over time, or was sometimes last year, there was this commendation on some of the personnel who was maltreated or hit by a woman, talking about the woman that attacked him at their office. Many have talked about the fact that they've commended the level of decorum that the officer actually displayed, and many have also been calling for the woman's prosecution.
Yes.
So far, how has been the collaboration between the Corps and the judiciary in terms of prosecuting some of these erring public?
Yes, if there's anything we have enjoyed in the Corps over the years, is the strategic partnership with judiciary. They really assisted a great deal in being the pillar behind our success. It takes the judiciary for us to have vibrant mobile courts, which has given a good bite to our enforcement. Because, there are options of fines, and at times when you book people and you say, go and make your fine, there are contentions here and there. But when the enforcement is back with mobile court, the court has taken the decision. And yes, you can't confront the court unless you want to challenge or appeal. And that is what has been the trend. And that's why when the commercial came on board, the first line of action was to visit the judiciary, to appreciate them, and to also let them know that the only way we can have the best of this enforcement and assist Nigeria and deliver the necessary service that is required is for the judiciary to support us. And you know, you can't talk of judiciary without talking of the support from the police, who is being given the mandate when it comes to criminal aspect of it to prosecute. And that's where this issue of the woman that assaulted our staff in 2024 actually came handy. People have been talking about civility. You agree with me that the incident really showed that you can't take that away from FRSA. It is the kind of training that have been given to our personnel that under any form of provocation, they must be fair and firm at the same time. It's expected. Enforcement is a huge demand. And if you want to be reacting to all provocation, then everybody will have run out of the road. You saw what he endured. And that's why the court martial had to commend him, because it takes a man that has extra heart of passion to be able to endure what that lady did or perpetrated that day. But the case is in court. Okay. He's under prosecution now.
You know,